nothing to do with your
Let's
quality.
not go live talking about
What? That your base is booming?
Yeah, your base.
that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Not saying that.
Welcome everyone to the 98th edition of the Home Theater Hub. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, Paul? How are you? As Paul puts his mic on mute. We'll go to Benny. Paul went to mute. What's going on, Benny?
Good, man. All good.
Very good. Thanks for joining us again. Appreciate you.
Likewise. Thanks.
So what about you, Ike? How are you, sir? Busy week?
Yeah, well, it's been a good one. So excited, looking forward to the show today.
Yes, absolutely. Let me send Mr. Chuck the link. He said he's looking for the link, so I'm going to send it to him. Give me a second here. I got to go to where I sent Benny the link, and then that way.
Oh shoot! I forgot to turn on my lights. Dang, amateur hour over here.
And your mic too, right? Look like you forgot your mic too.
Got to turn on my stage lighting.
All right. What's going on, Taylor? How are you, sir? I watched the your fabric track video the other day, so I may have to fly you out here to help me with that. What's going on, Abe? How are you, sir? Thanks for joining the party.
Hey, what's happening?
Look at this. He's got a different background now too. Look at this.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, he's working on a green screen.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm working. It's still under construction here, so I'm still trying to get stuff settled. So not quite there yet, fellas.
I hear you. What's going on with you, sir? How's your week been?
Good. Busy. Just we've wrapped up that big theater in Arkansas, which I got some pictures from that show.
Oh,
Pretty amazing.
Look at that. We're gonna get a triple dip.
Yeah, I'll give
Triple dip today.
you a little sneak peek.
Sneak peek, just the tip, just to see how it looks.
Yeah, I'm still working on getting everything organized from those pictures from that trip.
Hey, I'll drive to Arkansas, man.
Oh yeah, you're not far.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I'm going down to Branson probably this weekend, so
I don't
he's a
even need
little
a
bit
place
further.
to
He's
stay. I
Little,
got plenty
Little
of
Rock,
homes
or
Look at this. We got a packed house today. Mr. Chuck in the house too. What's going on, Chuck?
All right, what's going on?
Good.
Hey,
Good
Chuck.
to see you.
Hey, let's see if I can turn this. All right.
There we go. Now we got it turned around. So, Paul, you were on mute. How was your week, sir? You have a good week?
yeah, it was good. Just working and doing stuff, and
What do we got in the background here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's I was like, is that me?
Probably
I was like, I
John.
don't think so.
It's like a TV or something.
Yeah, I've my little business. I got all that stuff started, and now I need to get I need to create my website.
You got your Etsy store going yet?
No, I'm not doing Etsy. F that, dude. That's like
Oh, that's it, man.
that's
So
such a
how
racket
much
right
are you
there.
charging?
Knit
$10.99?
one, pearl two. Knit one, pearl
Yeah,
How much are you
that's-
charging?
Man, I tell
$10.99
you.
for a month.
Yeah, I
What are
mean
you
it's
charging your
good.
customers, man?
Yeah, if you have an Etsy store already and you're selling like thousands of products, I mean, sure, but if you really look into that, a lot of people are paying like a couple grand a month for advertisement to them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and I mean, if you're a basic star, they don't tell you this, right? But you know me, I'm the guy, I'm going to look into stuff. I'm going to say, hey, what's the reality? What's really going on here? What am I really getting? By the time you add everything up, if you're just a super basic business starting and you want what people perceive as Etsy, it's $260 minimum a month. And that's just too much for a,
Startup. Yeah, for a
it's like,
startup.
no. And they still charge you your 12% or 6% on top of all your charges.
Oh wow.
On top of that, it's like, they
my
say,
daughter
we
has
do all these things, but they don't tell you. Well,
Well, you can set up your own Pinterest account too, right?
yeah. No, I just did a basic like in-person Square, and then I'll probably just do a separate website even for that. and so
Well, cool.
that works.
Well, glad to hear you got that up and started. Can't wait to take a look at some of the products.
Yep. I'm actually. Funny thing is, I might have to share a little sneak peek of a little
There's only one
artistic
product, man.
speaker design that I have.
Welcome
It's-
to Paul's OnlyFans,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, that there is a huge
It's plastic porn.
Yeah, there is a huge.
Ah,
If you want to sell a lot of stuff,
See, he's
you
using
can go
those
down
words
that
already.
route.
Huge.
It's like wow. It's like that's crazy.
Okay, let's.
plastic.
Hey, I'm
pocket.
not above designing a. I can
Sorry,
make
I
a
had to
good
turn
mold.
the fan on. It's getting a little warm in here.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, we're talking about the plastic porn for sure.
Yeah, it's making
Yeah,
you- making you- is that making you hot, Don?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Benny and I are
Uh,
about to exit this show.
We started early down that route, so maybe we should change topics. How about the beer? Okay, so
Benny's like, I'm not gonna.
Oh, you got to
laugh
go
at
to the
this.
fridge.
I've got
Uh-oh.
Raspberry, a Tech 9, and let's see, what else? And
I
a
like the Tech
new-
9 sound.
A new berry
water.
wheat. Yeah.
Until it's
So which one?
mango
Okay,
flavored or something.
You said it,
There
Tech
you
9,
look
so
at that,
let's-
Benny.
Tech
There you go.
9. Let's see the Tech
sir.
9.
Let's see what we got for Tech 9, my man. All right, here we
All right,
go.
yeah.
This evening's first.
Bulu.
Yep, that is the
Wait,
Tech
let me-
9. You know
There we go.
the band, right?
Uh-oh.
So only
Wheat
in KC,
beer?
man, do you get. Oh man, I don't know why it's not.
There
Wheat
you go.
beer with
There you go.
pineapple. Wheat
Yeah.
with pineapple and coconut flavor.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Pineapple.
Yeah.
coconut.
So gotta keep it real, man. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, I've been doing a lot of same old, but it's hard for me to find different stuff because I've,
Well, it's hard for you to break away from the jizz. I mean, the fizz.
well, that's apparently that's a seasonal, and
Good jizz.
yeah, that's I
Guinness.
drank the city out of that.
Guinness and Heineken. Very
I guzzled
simple.
all the fizz. So
Guinness and Heineken. Very simple.
Oh,
Less
boy.
convoluted.
Make sure you guys don't play this on the ride to school with your kids in the morning.
Yeah, that
Don't-
would be hard to
don't,
play.
don't replay this portion.
yeah. Apparently, we don't flag it for under 18 allowed, anyways. But hey,
Oh goodness. So
oh man, this is pretty good. This
Paul,
is the
you get
first time
any-
I've had this.
you get a chance to watch any movies or anything this week, which are updates to the theater?
Who did you direct that to?
That would be
Me.
you, Mr. Wheat Pineapple Beer
Gosh.
Drinker.
Coconut, pineapple.
flavored.
Yeah, dude, this is a good beer. I've never had this, and this is actually really freaking good. I only was able to watch. Got so many new movies. I think I showed a lot of them last week. I was only able to watch Megan 2.
2.0.
Dude, that was hilarious. I
was
mean,
good,
if you're in the right mind, that movie was amazing.
So you had a couple Colorado cigarettes.
I don't even need that stuff. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you that. I think I had mentioned it at on the Daily Hi-Fi chat, and Jeremy was like, "That movie has no right to be as good as funny as it is." It's that like kind of. I was like, there was one spot where I was just like, "Oh," I just was like, "Okay." It went from like a serious moment to just like, oh my god, they're totally spoofing everything about a billion different movies, and I'm dying over here just out of
I'm gonna have
nowhere.
to check that out for sure.
Yeah, it was funny. It was,
I haven't seen the
it was-
first Megan, so I got to watch that one.
yeah,
first.
you got to watch the first one too. You don't have to, but
Mhm.
you really do, because then you kind of get the buildup of what Megan's character is supposed to be, right? So, and then Megan 2.0 takes a whole different approach. It's one of the better sequels.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, the second one's freaking better than the first one. Like, and it's like, okay, that's pretty rare. You know, that's
Well,
pretty
you
rare.
I'm gonna have to go to the Kaleidoscape now and purchase these. I'm gonna see if they have it in the content.
They have a
set.
2-pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna check out and see
Yep,
what
they
see
have
if
a
they have it,
2-pack.
because you're gonna make me press purchase.
I
here.
love spending Don's money. That's the best feeling in the
go.
world. I feel so rich when I'm spending his money. I mean, I'm getting Lindorf line arrays. I'm getting sound bars. I'm getting K-scapes.
Upgrade is coming, man.
Yeah.
Big time upgrade.
I heard K-Scape just came out with a 31 terabyte. We're moving up to that, right, Don?
Yeah. I was gonna cover that too. Yeah, it's a 31
31 terabytes.
SSD.
At this point, can we start paying for Google Cloud or something?
Ooh.
Yeah, that thing is not for the faint of heart either. I think it's like $23,000 retail or something like that.
Ooh,
Whoa, wow.
But
I didn't see that
you
price.
risk my
They
blood.
already have. But they have a 96 terabyte, right? They have a. But
Yeah, they have a 96. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cha-ching! I just purchased
Look at that big
both of
spender.
them. Two movies for $29.
Speaking of that, I'll go ahead and no, go ahead. We'll cover that topic whenever you talk about their NAS.
Yeah, but quick shout out to the chat, Taylor, John, Johnny E. We got 2 Johns. Stephen, Corey,
Johnny E.
Miguel, Rob Johnson. Saul, please.
Remember
Saul,
Johnny Taylor?
please.
Man, let me some Johnny Taylor.
Thanks for joining us tonight. And
Don't forget about Sour Please,
Yeah,
our one
Sour
female in
Please.
the crowd.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. You got to be on your best behavior.
I think I just figured out who that is. It took 3 laps to choose the beers. Yeah. Mhm.
What's
Very
going on,
good.
Taylor?
So, Ike, how about you? Hey, were you able to partake in any theater or even videos? You know, something on the channel?
Movies. I did watch Casablanca.
oh, very good.
And
Very nice man.
The 4K, the 4K one.
the 4K.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. I am going to watch that. I showed that last week.
I love that
Yeah.
movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
How was the transfer? Like,
It was good. It was one of the better transfers. I think I liked it. And I wasn't paying much attention to the quality because I don't have the older one for reference, but it was good. I actually enjoyed it.
You was going around saying a kiss is just a kiss. Huh?
Mhm. Yeah, and then I had on Saturday I had some of the guys in the home theater community, Derek, Taylor, and Corey, stop by
Oh, very
to the
nice.
house. Yeah, and check out the home theater, played around, and we had a great time. We were out there for. Derek also brought his 2 SW15s, and we paired them with my SW15s and had a front stage 12 stacked. And my goodness, I think
Nice to have friends who just bring their
figured out.
subwoofers over.
I know. I think I figured out what my next upgrade in the theater was.
Two more
Yeah,
stars.
we had a great time. We spent a couple of hours just testing out demos and
That's awesome.
trying to blow shit up in the theater. So
I got a story we're going to go with a little bit in a minute since you said blow shit up. But
Oh,
Chuck, how about you, sir? How was your week?
It's been pretty good. Pretty good.
You were
I
able
actually
to-
watched that Megan 2.0 as well. I didn't see the first one though. I watched the second one. I thought that was the first one, but I ended up
Okay.
watching that.
Well, when you purchase it on Kaleidoscape, it clearly tells you that's a content set.
I haven't
You
seen
must
it
have,
either.
you must have missed that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so
Let's see.
yeah, it might be a
So-
different take on the. How did you like it?
I liked it actually. I thought it was pretty funny as well.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't like a serious thing, but it's one of those. When the first one came out, I thought, oh man, because I'm not a big horror movie, but I was like, well, it's about a robot, so it's probably sci-fi horror type of deal, right? Like I can watch like Quiet Place. Like to me, that's not really horror. Like
Yeah.
jump scares and stuff like that, but it's not the same thing as like Conjuring or some demon satanic stuff. I don't like that stuff. But
And I
Go ahead.
watched it with my wife as well. And when she saw it listed under horror, she was like, "Oh no, I don't know." I was like, "Well, let's just see." But as we started watching it, we realized, oh, this is not a horror show.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. So and I went ahead and bought it because I was like, well, some of the previews, I was like, that might be one that's not really like a horror type of movie, you know. So anyways, I ended up watching them. And yeah, if you watch the first one, I think the second one would be more funny.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the first one because
Yeah, I gotta buy it now. So
I'm
I didn't
saving
even
everyone's money.
You
Yeah.
gotta spend that Kaleidoscape coins, man. It's right there at the tip of your remote, man.
Yeah, it's too tempting for sure.
That's
I
the
know.
good thing with having just Amazon, man. By the time I put in my Amazon cart and I wake up the next day, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna
You
order
gotta
it.
think about it.
probably
Yeah,
don't-
in the
probably don't
Kaleidoscape,
need
it's like,
Instant.
oh,
It's
crap.
too easy.
It's way too easy.
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, there is some truth to that.
I
like
also
my
watched,
Amazon next day shipping, man.
I also watched Superman and I watched Thunderbolts as well.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Okay. Dang. Yeah. I've seen that one too. Yeah, that's a good one. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a better it's a little bit different take on the standard Marvel movie. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciated that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Somebody explained it as more of a mental health type movie. And I was like, okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah. It
interesting
was different.
description.
It was a good reprieve from the standard, rubber stamp Marvel superhero movie, Still was obvious a Marvel movie, but it was different enough that okay, if you're burnt out, it's like okay, you could probably watch that one and still appreciate it,
Yeah.
So this is one that I'm interested in. Rob says he saw Tron 3D, all effects and lousy acting.
I'm so sad to hear that.
Oh,
I hadn't seen it yet, and so I'm trying not to stay away from everybody.
the
who's trying to
new.
tell me
Well,
about it.
now which one is he? Oh, the new.
I'm
one?
sure the Tron Ares, I think, right?
Oh yeah. Oh man. That's a
Which
bummer,
I
man.
heard differently from someone else, so they told me it was
Yeah,
really
you
good.
never know. So I want to
So-
know what channel he's on because I don't see him. Like I have all the chats pulled up and I don't see him on any of the channels. That always confuses the hell out of me.
Well, I finally found a movie theater in Atlanta that IMAX theater that's got a laser IMAX projector, and I want to go to, and that has it set up right where it's CinemaScope throughout, and in the action scenes it goes into IMAX as
yeah.
they intended you to see it. So I finally just have to make my way down there because I want to kind of see it in all its glory first before I
Right.
shoot it down for the acting or anything else. But I got to see it. So
Yeah, no, I definitely got to see it too. I'll let Abe and Benny go before I go on what I did for the week. But
we do have to ask before we continue on with Chuck, since it's been a controversy in the hidden niche world. How was the bass in Superman?
well, I'm going to
Miguel.
cover that too.
Miguel asked.
I thought it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
The one that I had to turn up was Thunderbolt. I had to turn that up to really experience it. Like,
But that was
Yeah.
overall. That was just overall volume, though, right? That's
yeah,
That's
was
common across the board. That you're never gonna get. Movies are not mastered at the same volume.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
one was definitely mastered in a lower volume.
Yeah. Now that's different than okay. Now that you got the dialogue at a level that's impactful to where it's not like hey, I'm watching the news in the morning volume. It's hey, I'm watching a movie. I want people that scream I want to feel their
Right.
anxiety type of volume, and then you judge the rest of the the dynamics and the bass.
Yeah.
Not that you have to have it at that level, but generally people that are saying oh this is too low or there wasn't enough of this, that means they're listening to it at their louder than newscast volume, and movie experience volume, their movie experience volume. So, anyway,
So how about you, Abe? were you able to partake in any movies or
Actually,
special projects?
Yeah, I spent my free time burning all the rest of my King of the Hill collection onto my hard drive so I can watch it on Plex.
There we go.
It doesn't seem very exciting, but it was. I finally got all 13 seasons downloaded so I can sit in my living room and watch King of the Hill.
There we go.
Yeah, me and my family we love that show. So
Which so you're just using Plex as the
yeah, for right now. Eventually, I'm gonna jump on the Arvolution train there and get that, but I don't have quite the massive collection you guys have. So, yeah, I think that's coming. But so yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I got 2 Zapiti sitting here at my house. So if you want to just take one and download the app for the Zapiti, which is basically the same thing as the Arvolution, you can do that. You can do that. You can take that and play around with it. That way you can make sure that's a purchase that you want to buy.
Yeah, that'd be good. And I am going to be down there because I'm going to be in Celebration 2 weeks. Maybe I was thinking about swinging your way at the end of that trip.
That's still a long hike from
That's a long ride. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it's
3 hours
closer than Atlanta.
No, that's true.
So I mean, if I'm going to be that far down, I was like, it's not that much further for me to go a couple hours and be there. So I think it's only hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that.
It's
3 hours.
About 3 hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
3
it
hours.
took me about 3 hours to get to Benny's house.
Oh wow!
So right at 3 hours. So it's a long hike if you don't have anything else to come down for. So.
Well, if I get it done Friday, I'm thinking that Saturday I can leave that Friday at night and then just go there Saturday and then spend the day over there, hang out, look at the theater.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I see Miguel was saying about the new season. I haven't seen the new season of King of the Hill. I'm really dying to see it, but I got to get my Disney subscription, I guess, renewed there to do that. So
You got to cancel your Hulu subscription, get your Disney subscription to get your.
I just want to see that show. It's like I don't really want to subscribe to Disney. I just want to watch King of the Hill, but yeah, unfortunately, you have to sign up for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Turner Classics Movies. I love Turner Classic Movies, but I wish they would sell that as a standalone. Like I'd love to just buy that, like an HBO Turner Classic Movies. You got to get either cable or YouTube. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, and I have only like 3 or maybe 3. I haven't watched like regular TV in a long time, years. But I used to do Velocity, HGTV, and Cartoon Network, and they were on separate, separate friggin' subscription models. I was like, really? Every one of them has to be on a separate. Like, come on,
it sucks. Yeah.
It's like,
So how about you, Benny? Were you able to partake in any movies this week?
Yeah, I watched an older one on Netflix. All Quiet on the Western Front.
oh,
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Sounds really great too.
Oh, really?
Classic.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, that's a.
Watch the first 10 minutes of it. And you'll see it's pretty
Okay.
amazing for streaming.
You should get the 4K disc, but if you don't have that, or
I
you
don't.
probably have it on Cloudescape.
I don't even have my 4K player in my rack anymore.
Yeah,
Wow.
committed to
on
that.
Cloudescape, you probably have it on.
Man, you're going to the dark
me see.
side. You're like all streaming all the time, man. You're dark.
Pretty much.
You're going to the dark side.
What is it called?
Cloudescape, man. All
What was the movie again?
All
those-
Quiet
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, that's a classic right there.
Yeah.
I think I have the
Yeah,
disc,
very
so
good.
Really good.
Mhm.
Something's going on with my internet.
Is he buying another one?
I'll look at. No, I was just trying to look it up and see if it is on
Oh,
Kaleidoscape
okay,
or not.
okay.
No,
I was
it's not
gonna
on
say,
Kaleidoscape.
Dang, man.
Not on Kaleidoscape.
Check.
It's like we gotta ease up. He might not show up to the next show if we spend all of the money.
Mhm.
Well, I had a pretty interesting week myself. So I mentioned, and that's, by the way, that's the reason why, this is the reason why Chuck and Benny are here, is because we did like a little three, well, they did a three person home theater tour. I got to do a 2-person home theater tour. Last week I was up in Orlando area, and I reached out to Benny and said, hey, I'm going to be in the area. Do you mind if I stop by? So I stopped by his theater on Monday. I got some video that will show. And obviously he's sitting in his theater right now. So yeah, I want to talk about that. And then also on Wednesday night before I left, I traveled over to Chuck's house. It was about an hour and a half drive, coming back, but it was like a 2 hour. There you go.
I don't know.
That'll make me
Okay.
go find my own disc.
Yeah, so it was about a 2 hour drive to Chuck's during rush hour traffic, maybe 2 hours and 15, and then I drove back that evening. But had a fantastic time at both of their houses. So we're gonna talk to them a little bit. But so yeah, I got a couple things I'd like to talk about on my last week. So last night, the wife and I partaked in a nice little concert. So we went to T-Pain at the Hard Rock.
Oh wow.
So that was an excellent concert, and
Yeah.
it was actually really, really good. He played a lot of his music, but he did play he played some rock music and sung rock songs. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with T-Pain, but he actually he's from Tallahassee, where I lived for 20 years. So he actually performed on The Masked Singer and won The Masked Singer. So he really does. I know he's known for his auto tune, but he really does have some talent with singing. So he sung some rock songs that I didn't expect him to sing last night. That were really, really good.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm trying to look for a picture that I uploaded here. Let me find this.
T-Pain.
He's a
So,
good gamer too, man.
oh yeah, I know he does streaming. I think he
live streams his game.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
makes serious money. He's one of them.
I think he makes more money now than
From streaming than
from streaming. So yeah, so this was the venue. It was at the new guitar at the Hard Rock. So it's Hard Rock Live.
Is that the Seminole
Sherry?
Casino?
Yeah, at the Seminole Casino. So this is look at the sound. I guess like diffusion up just hanging from the air. It was really cool.
You gotta
Let me
expand
let me expand that here. Let's see here. So that's they were just like cubes hanging in the air to diffuse the sound, and then all this back here was sound treatments. So it was actually really cool taking a look at that.
Oh, look at that.
How they got that set up for
Nice.
So yeah, so I did that. We did that last night. I actually was able to watch a couple movies. I watched the remake of The Strangers, and there's a Strangers 2 that just came out on Kaleidoscape. So I need to download that and watch that. But this is a classic. There's an older Strangers also that I've talked about before. That I mean, just the home theater experience. I actually preferred the home theater experience from the older Strangers, at least from what I can remember. I don't have the actual. I don't. This is the older one from 2008. They cut out a scene that I really liked in the newer one, to where they went to the shed and the people that were like hunting them down were like banging on the outside of the shed. And I literally, when I this is before Atmos, and I had Atmos and stuff, and I literally jumped out of my seat from like the bad people banging on the side of the shed, which was like right behind me. You know what I mean? So it was it was and I watched this alone, and I must have jumped 3 or 4 times on the new version, chapter 1. So I must have jumped pretty 3 or 4 good times. So it was enjoyable for me. So highly recommend checking that out. And then the YouTube controversy, I had to check it out. I had to check out the Superman myself. Is there bass, Miguel? Yes, there is bass. I can tell you, I actually had to turn it down because I watched it late at night, and there was some pretty good scenes.
Yeah, it was.
Some demo scenes that actually had a lot of bass in it, you know. But yeah, I look, I'm not a comic book guy, so I don't know all the nuances. I've heard people talk about, why was the dog there and this and that and everything else. Like I have no clue, right? I barely watch any DC stuff or even the other universe stuff. I watched I think Civil War is the last one that I've seen. So I haven't watched anything after that. I need to catch up on all that stuff. But I mean, I enjoyed Superman from when I was younger, but he was getting his ass kicked in this movie, man. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not your typical Superman, right? He got his ass kicked up and down in this movie, which made him seem a little bit too human for me. But overall it was good. There was some definitely some demo scenes in there for sure. Chuck, did you see any scenes that you might have thought may have been some demo scenes from this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember them really, to be honest with you. But overall, I thought the movie was okay. I liked it. It's definitely different from the other Superman
Right.
movies. And like you said, he seemed a little more, human.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about the only thing. But I enjoyed the movie, overall. So,
Yeah.
but there were definitely some good base scenes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I actually, like I said, I had to turn it down a little bit because it was Johnny. I watched Weapons, man. Weapons was creepy, man. Weapons was definitely creepy. There was only like one jump scare, one or two jump scares that I considered, But yeah, Weapons was good. Yeah, I have to agree with you. The sound was good. Everything on there was good.
You don't need to ask me. I'm not watching it.
Come on, man. Gotta get you in these. Gotta get you in these scary movies. Yeah, I about jumped out of my seat on one of the scenes.
If I watch a movie like that, I'm gonna watch it on 2 channel on stereo.
I
I'm not gonna watch.
I wanna
that
watch
thing
it in
and have
mono.
all
got
the
to unplugging the
surround.
rear speaker.
I'm not gonna have my rear speakers and Atmos and everything.
Oh man,
Scaring the life out of me, man.
that's
I'll be downstairs watching it on a sound bar. Or something.
Yeah, so I got to check that out. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters again with my son. Just some of the music. I'm telling you what, that's some damn catchy.
Cartoon, right?
Yeah, that's a catchy film, man. I mean, it really is. The music is really good in it too. It's a good film. I highly recommend it. It's that'll give your subwoofer some workout too, because it's got some nice bass to that also.
Is it
Yeah.
like a one movie thing? It's not like a series, right?
No, I think it's
yeah.
I'm sure they're going to make
they'll
it
do
into
another
a
movie.
series.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll do. Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was getting the backstory on this, and it was like supposedly Sony dropped the ball on this. Sony had started this project with them, and with K-pop Demon Hunters, and they wound up selling it to Netflix for like $1 million. And now this, people are buying this thing, merchandise and everything else. They're picking it to be almost $1 billion franchise. So
Yep.
Sony's probably
It was a
kicking
good movie.
themselves
It was
in the ass for sure.
Yep. It was a good, honest storyline movie. And yeah, it had K-pop. Yeah. If you're the rare person that's just like, oh, I can't stand or hate K-pop, or something like that, then yeah. But it's in the title. So
Right.
if you're that
Yeah.
person.
Like,
You
when
already
you
know.
say K-pop, is it like the same K-pop music my kids listen to, like
Yes.
Kid Bop?
Yep. Pretty much.
Got Kids
Well,
Bop. It's not Kids Bop.
Yeah,
No.
K-pop.
It's not like
K-pop,
Barney
kids.
stuff.
Oh,
No, they have like it's like pop music and with
it's
a little bit of
but it's
hip hop in it too.
specific to
Hip-hop, yeah.
Korean.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's a specific genre.
Yeah.
So
So the show is about like a band or something like that?
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
yeah,
They're a girl group.
yeah.
Or a girl group? Okay.
A girl group, and
It's there's obviously a band involved in it, but
Yeah.
it's a more in-depth storyline and it's the music and the animation and choreograph. It was all really good. The K-pop artists are like hitting it huge, but in that industry or genre, they expect you to be young, like almost like 18 era to be popular. And the lady that's singing this is older, like in her 30s, which is like, oh God, super old, or maybe even older. I don't even remember. But it's just like, this is like one of those underrated performers that just because of her age was underrated. But now that she's the singer behind the scenes, because it's an anime type of show, everybody's like, her shows are now, she's getting what she deserves, right, for being a really good performer and artist at this point too. So, and her whole band and group, there's several people involved, but they're hitting like top charts, like they're crushing the charts for K-pop and all this stuff. So yeah, you have to watch it. It's a generational movie at this point. It will be later, and it's, you know, for us old people, it's like, yeah, okay, it was good, I liked it, but is it like a generational movie for me? No, but I really did like it. I mean, I enjoyed it, and it had really good bass. Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
There was no doubt for you know, atmospheric songs, and they really did some panning and stuff like that. So, and you know, it's really good, vibrant colors. It was a good movie. You'll like it, you know. It's not gonna be like best movie ever, but yeah, it's definitely. It's one of those ones where you might be like, whatever, but no, you should watch it. You know?
Yeah, it may not be your thing, Chuck, but it's worth a watch for sure. It's got a lot of singing and stuff in it. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the like the cover art, and
Yeah,
I went right by it. I looked at it and was like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I hear you.
It's been like the number one movie on Netflix for like
10 Ton
10 or
told
11
me
weeks.
like, you got to watch it, and I was like, all right, I trust you. And yeah, I was like, dude, all right, that was really good.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
So,
Yeah,
Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll stream it.
I got some more stories, but let's talk about like Chuck had mentioned, the Kaleidoscape. So I tried to go to their website and pull up a picture, but I didn't see the picture of the new. So Kaleidoscape is excited to announce a new compact Terra server, Terra Prime 31 SSD. This will supersede the 2U predecessor. It's much smaller chassis and the reduced price of $23,995 made to order.
Sale.
I like that reduced price.
Reduced price.
Yeah. So with this Terra servers, you're able to download 4K movies in about 4 to 5 minutes.
It ain't that serious, bro.
That seems like a big jump from the 22 terabyte.
Yeah, I think the 22 was I don't think that one was the SSD, or the 24 isn't the SSD. I was trying to pull it up, but I think my internet's acting up a little bit here today.
I can wait 10 minutes to watch a movie, man.
I gave Ike gave me the internet jujus over here.
Nah.
So I'm trying to pull it up, but yeah, so that was an announcement that came out as far as a new server for them. So the SSD is more geared towards the marine line, to be honest with you. It's so that when you're bouncing around on the waves and everything else like that, it's not going to damage a spinning hard drive, right? So I believe that's what Kaleidoscape mainly came out with the SSDs for. Obviously, you can use them in your normal home theater settings, but I think that's mainly what the purpose of that is, to use on stuff that's traveling to where, at least that's in my opinion, to where
No,
you're
I
not.
have that issue in my yacht. So why would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ask us to? Yeah, Morgan
I
Jurgensen
don't
the
have
third.
5 minutes to wait. I need something.
No, it's not fast enough.
Very
Yeah.
good, very good. So yeah, so let's get into
So-
my travels.
Oh, your travels. Well,
Uh-oh.
hold on. Let's finish talking about
Okay,
storage.
Rick Steves. All right, Rick Steves, where'd you go?
What did you say, Paul?
I said let's finish talking about storage. So for people that don't have K-Scape money, poor people like me,
You could buy 1 terabyte drive for about 28 terabytes for about $400.
yeah. Well, there was for people that were buying Synology this year, they announced that because they wanted to more easily, this is what they were saying, I'm paraphrasing here, basically it's like, we're going to do our own hard drives so they'll always work, it'll be better experience. But they were basically making you buy their hard drives,
Right.
aka they wanted to always get a cut of the pie for filling up the hard drives, because the hard drives are really the expensive part of a NAS. Well, also they disabled transcoding.
That is just crazy.
And you know what that means for anybody that uses Plex.
That is just horrible.
And other stuff, not even just Plex, like just other business requirements for video streaming or rebroadcasting, whatever. They've disabled it. They have reverted from the hard disk drive solidarity. It bit them in the butt so hard, but it's too late. And they still aren't allowing transcoding. So it's like, wow, this is what greed will get you whenever there's other options. It's like, it's like people buying NASs are engineers, dude. We know,
Not the majority of people.
yeah. It's like for the majority, and people that aren't, right? They have engineers.
Friends who
they're
help them set
that
it up.
are their minions saying, hey, which one should we buy? And no one wants to be pigeonholed into anything. It's like it's not acceptable. We people want flexibility. People need flexibility in case things shift and change, but anyways, they're hurting. So that I thought that was interesting. And I forgot to tell you, I did do it. I haven't done it yet, but I am doing an upgrade. I have a external switch.
Sorry
About
about
this for $125. It's a 10 terabyte.
I did this for my switch in my home theater rack.
Fiber?
Yeah, well, it's a 10 gig. Yeah, it's a 10
10
gig
gig? Oh.
SFP connection, because I've been having, how I troubleshot the whole thing. It was ended up being a cable thing. I still have a little glitch, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to remove the cable and I'm running a 10 gig fiber line to my network switch in my AV.
There you go.
Tray, or I say rack, but it's really just a flat tray. But
Rack tray.
I'm done messing around with that. So I will know it is not the cabling after I'm done.
Yeah, with the 10 gig for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the transmit. It's more like analog versus. I know it's digital, but it's analog transmission line. It's digital. Ethernet is digital, but it's over an analog median, right? Copper is an analog, where this is fully digital. Like there is no question. Not going to be interference, whatever.
Is that the 10 GTEC one?
10
GTEC, right? Is that the one you have?
Yeah, it's 10. It's 10
GTEC or whatever they call it.
Yeah, 10. It's 10 gigabit SFP connection.
Yeah, that's what I need.
What's the brand though? It's the brand.
Unify.
Unified, that one. Okay.
Yeah. Though I don't even know how they're selling their cables as cheap as they are. like you go to Micro Center, you're gonna pay like twice the price. And these are name brand that go with the.
I need about a 75 to 100-foot one.
This was, I think this is a. Shit, I forgot, but I only paid $50 for this one, and it was. Shit, dude. Hold
Looks
on.
like about 50 feet from what you
Yeah,
got
it's
rolled
every
up
bit. Yeah, I think it's 50 feet. Yes, for $50. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I go to Micro Center and it costs like $100.
So you got that from Unify off their website?
Yeah, right off their website. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because I actually was cleaning up. That's another thing that we did. My wife and I don't know. You guys have seen pictures previously of like my pre-theater area. What a disaster it was, where I had everything stored and everything else. But we were able to. I went through and I cleaned a lot of that stuff up, and kind of put like a little toy area for my son for now until we build out one side of it to be like the pre-theater area, and then the other side will be like his toy area. But I was able to do this. Let me show you this. What is that? That's not the right place. Cancel.
And I did do one more thing that I'm working on that'll be pretty fun. So, ooh,
Wow.
you guys did that? Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah. So like a year, maybe a year ago, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that, my wife got me the sign. So yeah, so I installed that.
That looks cool.
Nice.
So right
Yeah,
above the
I like
door. I still got to install this door is going to come out. I'm going to put a solid core door in there. But yeah, no. So I just, while I was cleaning up, I was like, you know what? Let me just hang this up there to get it out of the way for now.
How did you run the power? Is it
So right now it's just ran behind the door, but once I put the new door in, there's a cavity behind there that I know from my home theater build that I can run that. I'm going to run it to a switch. Yeah, I'm going to run it to a switch. That way I can actually, in fact, let me see if I can.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can find that. This is find the picture of like the door area here. Where's it might be farther up here.
Man, you got more pictures than Benny to photograph.
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything in this build here. So, find the door. Where you at, door? All right, yeah, right here. So you can see above here.
Okay, yeah.
There's a gap between here.
You can
So
just run
I can just run the wire, and then right on the outside of this down here is a plug. So I can put a switch right here and then put the plug right there. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
or just wire it into the box. If there's already a box and you're going to add a switch, you can just hardwire it right in.
Yeah, I could just run electrical up there too.
Yeah.
You know, and do it that way. But so
That's cool. That's cool.
or like I have an external battery pack too that will run that thing, you know, because it's literally just a
It's 12 volt, the light.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
12 volt. It's
Yep.
probably not.
mhm.
Well,
So yeah, I was running it off the external battery pack also. So yeah, so I liked it. It turned out pretty good hanging that up there. So,
Yeah, it looks good. It really does. It's the little things like that. That's
yep.
so
yeah. So I hung that up there to get it out of the way. But the dining area, what was the dining area, looks manageable now. So, but yeah. So let's talk about my experience, and not only my experience, but Benny joined me at Chuck's house. So we'll start off with Chuck's beautiful theater here. Let me go back into my my drive here, and we'll go ahead and play you know what, my internet might be too slow today to play this video. I don't know what's going on. So let's see. Yeah, it's dragging today. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, all right. There we go. Let's see. Put on pause. There we go. I'm going to turn the sound off. And basically, I'm going to give you guys my, even though Chuck's sitting in this theater, he's already given some, some video and stuff like that. But I'm sure he'll share something too. Yeah. So this is the entranceway to Chuck's theater here. So Chuck, walk us through what we're looking at here.
Yeah, you're coming into the room. You see my 821s on the wall there.
Now that's
for the RBHs.
Yep.
That's your wide speaker, correct?
Yes. Yep.
And you built out. I think I show video of this later. He built out like a 45-degree angle to get that speaker to face exactly to the listening position. So, in some of the decor choices that Chuck made, he's shown these off before, but I mean, just gives good character to the theater itself, But yeah, so what sound treatments do you have on the wall here, Chuck?
Those are the GIKs right there. A couple of the what do you call those? The absorptions. I made the absorptions ones. And what else do I have in here? I think I got the ones you'll probably show them a little later on the back wall. Those little cube things. I got those at Sweetwater. They have like the open box ones. Because I noticed with the what is that called? Vicoustics.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to get those, they don't have a time period when they come in. The stores don't even know. They'll tell you it could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months if you order it. So I went on Sweetwater website and they got some that's readily available, and they usually discount it if they're open box. And I bought those. All of these I had already, except for the ones in the back. They were just behind the curtains with my last setup, especially those slat panel ones. You never saw those because they were always behind the curtains.
Okay.
But since I got rid of the curtains, it allowed me to kind of hang stuff and, do it a little better.
What's this massive subwoofer that you got here?
That's the RS1s, what are they, JTRs?
JTR.
JTRs, RS1s. I have 4 of those.
Only 4?
Only 4.
You got to step up your game, bro. You got to step up your game.
So this video was taken after we did some demos. So that's what Chuck was gracious enough to he was controlling the remote at first, and every demo. So I'm going to give Chuck a hard time here. Every demo scene, he was turning the light back on, trying to work the Kaleidoscape remote, because the Kaleidoscape remote, one of the flaws is it's not backlit, right? So the little one, right? The little one, but so he was turning the lights on and off, and I said, Chuck, give me your phone. So I made him down. Well, he already had the Kaleidoscape app on.
I can't believe you just said the Kaleidoscape has a flaw, man.
No. I'm sure you can get the backlit remote, but it's an extra $80,000.
You can get a backlit. The older models do come with a backlit remote.
Do they? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I have the Strato S came with a backlit remote. But the newer one didn't.
Well, time for an upgrade, Chuck.
So no, he don't need it anymore. So basically, Benny helped him hook up the Marantz app on his phone, and I helped him with the app for the Kaleidoscape, because I've mentioned on here before there's a section on the bottom of the app that says remote, and you literally just swipe on your phone. So it made it a lot easier. And Chuck was gracious enough just to hand me his phone and let me take control. So we played a bunch of demo scenes there.
Oh, you got some physical media. All right.
Yeah,
look
so
at
this is
that.
the back. This is the back of the room.
That's
Chuck, if
cool.
you want to explain what you did here a little bit.
Yeah, I got well, those are my speakers there, and in between, that's what I was talking about. Those cubicle things I bought from Sweetwater, and then the two panels in the middle are absorptions panels that I made, and so it actually, I think it livened up the room a lot. I mean, the sound is amazing now. I got such a wide, like sound stage when I listen to stuff. Even music. I mean, I know a lot of people listen to 2-channel music, but I'll ups what you call that
Up convert or upscale?
upscale it, and it just sounds like it's all over the room. You're just enveloped in it, So I love listening to music a lot more now, actually.
So, Chuck, in previous videos or the previous video, you had this talk about this back wall here that you revised.
Yeah, that wall with the door on it used to stick out 20, I don't know, like 27 inches or something like that. So I cut the wall, and my rear speaker was going to be in that corner, and I didn't want the speaker in the corner of the room. So I tore the whole wall down and moved it so that it only had a 5-inch, which was the depth of the speaker. So now when the sound comes out of that speaker, instead of it hitting the wall, it can now give me the full wide dispersion like it should, And it made the room look a lot bigger too, just by moving that back. So I'm glad I did that. Even my wife at first was saying, why are you, going through all that just to, but after I did it, she loves it now. She's like, oh, the room looks so much better. And, even the treatment, she thinks looks like artwork now. So
that's good. Yeah.
Yep. So she's all on board with everything.
Yep, it's definitely that's where you get people that are designers and stuff like that. That like Abe, you and your partner do kind of that same thing. That's you don't realize what something we like consistency and form and threes or pairs and something that simple, like you said, that you wouldn't even think that this makes a difference. You did that and you're just like, oh wow, that's made way more difference than it should have, right? Because you're like, wait, did like I moved something and it a foot and it just made everything more cohesive and straight line to the eyes, so it allows your eyes to follow instead of jet in and out, which cuts up a room. And designers and stuff like that, they're experts of that, and it's just it makes a huge difference. And that's why you pay integrators and designers to do stuff like this, because they've experienced and installed a lot of the things that people may have asked for, and they're like, nah, you don't want to do that, because the finished product is what you realize, and until it's actually finished, you don't know what it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like until it's completely done. And yeah, it does. It looks great. And I love the colors too. Like, I think doing a video of it like this is really shows it off a little more with the colors. Like it's so much more vibrant than I've seen before. Like,
and one thing that was cool. Talk about this sidewall over here that you did, Chuck. So
that sidewall right there in the middle, that's where my sliding glass doors are to go out to the pool deck area. And I didn't want to. I sheetrocked it off, but I wanted to be able to take it down when I'm ready to sell a house. So that wall actually has fabric on it. So I sheetrocked it, and instead of taping everything, I just put some fabric to go from column to column, on both walls. But the color matches the color of the paint that I had. you know. So most people don't realize that that's a fabric wall.
So back
know?
here is paint behind the seat. And this is, he's like, that's a fabric wall. I'm like, damn, you're right. That is a fabric wall.
That's
That
cool.
is cool.
So,
That
I
is,
mean, it damn near matched like 100%. So I don't know how he did that, but it was fantastic.
It's almost like Carrere.
Yeah, you could
Anchorage.
you can
Yeah.
see the fabric here, and then the paint was back here. I'm like,
Is-
man, I didn't
is that-
even realize that.
Is that an Anchorage Guilford, Maine fabric?
No, that's actually from Acoustimat.
Oh, okay.
It's one of their. It's not their Guilford of Maine, but it's their other whatever they call it. DMD.
Yeah, it's kind of
DMM.
stretchy. It's kind of like
DMD
stretchy.
fabric.
did you put insulation on the glass or sound treatment on the glass?
Yeah, I framed because that wall actually has a 1 foot inset. So I framed it out with 2x4s, and then I filled it all with insulation, and behind the insulation is a blackout shade. So from the outside, it looks like I just got the shade pulled down.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you did it right. Yeah. Yeah. So there's no reflections coming off that glass. That's a 100% treated wall on that side. So
Yeah.
and you
So
gotta-
one thing that I liked is
Love that.
look, he's got a ceiling fan in here still too,
Yeah.
and that thing, I'm telling you what, I don't know what ceiling fan he had, but it was whisper quiet. You couldn't even hear it. And
Oh
it
yeah, that fan is quiet. Yep. And the weird thing, I got it from like Home Depot or Lowe's. You know, I just was looking for something with a very low profile. It even has a light in it. And so I love that fan. It starts getting warm in here. I turn that on. I got a remote for that. So I turn on the fan. Sometimes it gets too cold and I gotta turn it back off.
Yeah, and I apologize for some of the video being washed out here, but I'm shining the camera directly up in the lights. So these, tell us about your Atmos speakers, Chuck.
And those are RBH, I think they call them A80As. So they have the same 8-inch woofer as my other speakers, and they have the same 5-inch AMT tweeter to match my other speakers. So they're literally the same woofer and same tweeter as my 821s and 831s that are behind the screen. So I got a great timbre match as far as all of that stuff goes. It's
But
all the same tweeter.
Didn't they make them custom for you for this? Isn't this like the first time implementing the?
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
5-inch
think I got
tweeter
the
in
first pair. I don't know that anybody else has them yet, but I don't even know if they have them on their website. But yeah, they made them especially for me because I didn't want to do the other ones. The angled speakers have a 1-inch AMT tweeter, and I wanted the same 5-inch tweeter that my 821s and 831s have. So they custom made those for me.
So how did you attach these to the ceiling?
Chuck is a big boy, man. You got custom made speakers.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah. So
Man,
Yeah,
can't wait to get there.
I like their system. They have a little plywood thing the same size. It's a little smaller than the speaker itself. And it has a what do you call those? The French cleats, 2 of them on, 1 on each end. So you just screw that piece of plywood to the ceiling, and then on the back side of the speaker has a little indentation where you slide it up onto it and just slide it to the left, and it locks in place.
Slide to the left.
So it's better than having, like trying to anchor it or use a what do you call those, TV mounts or anything like that. It's just a flat piece of plywood with French cleats on it.
That works great. The French cleat, I use that all the time. It's an excellent way to mount stuff to the ceiling.
So
Yeah.
what do you have for treatment on your ceiling?
I have in the front, I made that one, which is the acoustically, it's a absorption panel.
So
And
there's
then on the
cloud
back-
there.
And then on the back, I have those same cube things, the 3-dimensional, I forget what they call that, the DC3. So the same thing. Yeah, there they are right there. I have that on the ceiling in the back.
And what about your soffit? Is that like a solid drywall or?
No, the soffit actually is velvet, but it has insulation in that as well.
Yeah. Okay. So your whole like tray soffit.
Yeah, most of that soffit is insulation all the way through it.
is
Yep.
actually treatment as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, awesome. I
So
don't know. I don't
so
know
how
who
did
told
you
you
how
to
did
do
so
that, but they
talk
were
about
yes. No.
so talk about that. How did you build the soffit like that? Did you just leave it open and put and then just cover it with fabric? How did you do that?
Yeah, I just put a stud on the front. I just hung a stud on the ceiling,
Mhm.
hung some sheetrock, screwed sheetrock to that, and then screwed a stud to the bottom of the sheetrock and put metal track on the wall and put studs going across the bottom
Mhm.
and just threw some insulation up there on top of the studs and then wrapped it with velvet and used that what is that, like a angle L-shaped molding to cover the fabric because I stapled it at the edges.
Okay.
So there's a small piece of crown molding to the back.
Like this.
Stapled it in the back, stapled it in the front, and then covered the staples with a little piece of crown molding and that L-shaped molding on the front edge.
Did you just tack nail it, or did you like glue it? That the crown, the
The
L,
molding.
the L.
Oh
mold?
yeah, I use a brad nailer
Okay. Yeah, he
and,
did
and nailed it all the way around. Yep.
gauge. Yeah,
And the same thing on the front, that front molding as well.
gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
So I was able to pull the fabric nice and tight, staple it, and then cover the staples.
Yeah. That's
And what screen is? I know we didn't go. We'll go through some equipment here, Chuck. But what screen is this?
This is the it's a 150-inch Seymour XD screen. I think it's the same one Ike has. I used to have the Glacier White.
Center Stage XD.
Yeah, I used to have the Glacier White when I had my tower speakers in the front, but because I have a masking screen, and when I wanted to switch, all I had to do was buy the fabric, and he charged me, I don't know, it was like $4 something, almost $500. And it has like a rubber band like this. His system for attaching them, very simple. I took the frame down, laid it on the ground, took out the rubber bands and put the new screen in there and put the rubber bands back. And it was pretty simple.
Okay, so that was a tedious yet easy swap for you. Then.
Yeah, it took all of 20 minutes.
I was wondering how that would how that was, but yeah, that is a testament to these companies. It's like, hey, look, it's like,
see, that's the 5-inch.
You might want to change. Yeah, it's like you got a really expensive or high end. I won't say expensive. High end two-way maskings or system, and it's like, hey, if you want to change your screen, hey, we're not gonna like rake you over the coals and make you send it back and do all this. It's like,
and that's behind the screen. You know, that's all insulated. I was able to angle my left and right speakers. Behind those 3 speakers are 3 windows. And but I was able to insulate everything. I probably got like 4 inches of insulation back there, you know.
There you go.
Oh,
Man, those are nice. Like, how do you like the RVHs?
Oh, I love them. I love them.
Cool. Awesome.
So talk
It's a
about what
big
you had
improvement.
previously and what you have now.
Man.
I had the Paradigm F100 towers. I had the C90 center, and then I had 4 sets of the B40 bookshelves. I had for my sides and my rears, and then I had the 880As for my ceilings, which is an angled 8-inch ceiling speaker. And I actually had 6 of them in the ceiling. And then I had 2 more in my columns that I was using as wides. But when I switched over, I sold all of that actually. But when I switched over and started using those, I got some regular speakers now that match all my surrounds. They're all the same instead of having that different, ceiling speaker as a wide. Because I wasn't planning on using wides, but I had 2 extra ones, and I was like, hey, you know what? These would work as wides, because they were already angled. So I had a regular square column And with these new speakers, that's why I made that little triangle column. And because there were windows behind there, that gave me enough room to angle the speakers. Because I only lost 7 inches
it doesn't
of my
matter.
room. Yeah, I only lost 7 inches. Now that speaker, the real one that's in that column, around the speakers, I made little panels, and the panel has the cutout for the speaker itself, and it's just held on with a tack. So I can pull that front panel off and have access to the wires that are coming down the side. I have a plug inside there if I want to add some lights inside the I got these little cubby hole boxes up there with
You're talking
my
about the baffle wall, the front wall?
no the side surrounds.
Oh, okay.
Right now you're looking at a wide,
Yeah.
but when you backed up, yeah, see that right there, that right, you can see like a 1/4 inch piece of thing that I wrap with the fabric. I can pull that off and have access to the inside that column. And only thing holding it on is like a tack. And it's one on the top as well. So that if I want to get to the wires, because I have a plug inside there too. If I want to add lighting, that plug has a USB-A, a USB-C, and an outlet. So if I want to add lighting inside the cubby hole, you can't see the cubby hole right now because it's above that speaker. You'll see a dragon in there. And I wanted to put a light in there, but I couldn't find a, there it is right there. And you can see the little thumbtack on the bottom there. So both of those, I just take out that little thumbtack, and that front face is like a picture frame will come right off. And then the wire is running down the side and across the top where the plug is. So I can add light later when I want to. I just haven't found the right light. I just want a small little pin light to put into that cubby hole at top to shine down on that dragon. And it has one, I have a different dragon on the other side. A crystal one, actually.
Man,
and the Batman photos, 2 of them were my sons from back in the day. I found in the garage.
Oh, wow.
And then once I put those up, my wife went to like Ross or Home Goods, and she bought me the other one that's over the top of that acoustical treatment. And then there's another one that's in the front on the other wall. She bought those, because I use Batman. I'm not a big Batman guy, but they match my colors. The colors in the room are the same colors that are in those Batman photos.
Yeah, and you're a movie guy, obviously, so that sometimes that's the right decision. It's just like, hey, maybe not be the biggest you probably like Batman, obviously, but it's like, hey, sometimes you just got to choose from aesthetics,
Yeah. And that's what I did with this room. It was more about aesthetics and making it part of the house, and not a theater for sure, but at the same time a nice homey space to come sit down. When company comes over, you don't feel like you're in this.
I like the decor of the besides the movie stuff. I like the other decor, like the masks and the rope hangy things. I don't even know what to call them.
Yeah.
But it's like it adds so much character to the room, and that's what it's things like that go with the room that just
and you can see that little panel on that angle wall, because that was kind of like my first reflection. So I made that absorption panel and I just hung it. It's blue like the column, but you almost don't even notice it because it just blends in with the column, even though it sticks out a little bit. But it's on the front side of that thing. So when you're sitting in the chair, you don't even notice it. Now, I did think about putting a couple of blocks in between it and the column to give me, like they say, you should put space behind the insulation. It works goes a little lower or whatever. You know, I thought about that, but the sound sounds so good to me that I'm like, you know, will it improve? Maybe. But
I mean,
I think if it's stuck out from the wall, you'll see it a little more readily.
So Abe, I know you do a lot of in walls, right? And
Oh yeah.
this is obviously an on wall. So would this be I mean, this little kick out here seemed like a perfect solution to me to get the angle on the speaker that you need, you know, for and I know some of these speakers that you may be doing, you know, already are pre-angled, right? But I mean, when you're putting them in a flat wall and they're angled, you're still going to have some boundary interference from, you know, from the actual wall. Am I correct in that?
Well, it depends. I mean, if you look at, like I use in some of the synthesis, we use the SCL7s, which are at a 20-degree angle from the baffle, and then we even sometimes even tow that in the wall at the listening position. It not so much. I mean, these are front wide, so they're not as critical as the LCRs and things of that nature. But as long as you can get the majority of that cone angled at the listening position, but having them out like that, that's even better. You know, sometimes we have to kind of blend with the aesthetics, and we have to make a little compromise here. But there's no compromise. You can put those right at the angle you want, and they're angled just how you want them. So what he did there is technically better in some respects because it's right how you want it. You got it.
Right.
You need it. So yeah, you have to do a combination trying to blend the aesthetic and then choosing a speaker where you can actually move the baffle at the angle you need it based on where it is placed aesthetically. And I got some examples of that I can show too. Somewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, Chuck, you know, you did a fantastic job on this. So now we're just going to talk about the sound. Now, Benny and I, like I said, Chuck was very gracious enough to let me drive. He controlled the sound for the most part, but it was every bit of everything that I wanted. You know, I think you were playing it like -10, and for most demos. And I mean, I've been a big fan of RBH. First of all, I like the ribbon or air motion tweeters. I like the sound of them.
They're nice.
I have the Martin Logans, and but what I did hear a difference in between the RBHs and my Martin Logans is that the mid range was just a lot more pronounced than the RBHs. So I felt that the mid range was much better, and of course, you know, when you come home, you got to listen to all the same demos, right? So I think we did about 6. I think we did about 6 or 7 demos in there, maybe even a little bit more.
Yeah, I think a little more.
For sure, more.
So probably a couple more demos. But Benny, what were some of your thoughts on Chuck's Theater?
Oh, very crisp. Those speakers are very crisp. I love those speakers. His bass was dialed in perfect. It sounded really good. It was really good. Yeah. Chuck's like, oh, I think I need to work on it some more. I was like, no, it sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, like we played A Star Is Born, you know, the first Shallows scene. That's always a big demo scene. Yep. And I tell you, I listen to that demo all the time, and I heard some nuances in there that I've never heard before. With her taking certain breaths, and like even I heard some swallowing that I never even heard before she even started. Before she like was gearing up for a big
some Lady Gaga swallowing, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, and like when I first turned it on, I mean, the sound stage was enormous. It just went way beyond the walls, and I felt like I was literally in the actual, you know, arena that they were singing. It was definitely well done. So kudos to you, Chuck. You did a fantastic job in the theater, and I want to say thank you for being a gracious host and let me come over for sure.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah, it was.
Now,
It was
now, Chuck,
great.
what do you use for? We didn't even go over this or even listen to much music. What do you use for music?
I have the Bluos, Blue Sound
Yep.
thing. And I actually have the one that has the slot where you just drop a disc in there to copy it, put it right on your phone.
Yep.
And
Have you compared that to like Apple Music? Have you
I,
listened to?
I haven't.
before?
I haven't. I actually have to get Apple Music. I mostly listen to CDs. Now I do
Yeah.
have Spotify, which I do listen to,
Okay.
but I've been for a little while been thinking about upgrading to Apple or Qbuzz or Qobuzz.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
like Qobuzz. I've been kind of enjoying that one lately. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger and just subscribing yet.
Yeah,
And,
Spotify now has lossless, right? So
Do they?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
they have lossless now. Spotify.
I
Oh,
do.
but it's not the high quality lossless. I think they cap it out at 48 versus 192.
Yeah, Qobuzz has got the 24.
Qobuzz and Tidal, I think the only two.
Yeah, 24 on Qobuzz. And then,
Yeah.
They'll
And I've been
probably
thinking
do it
about
soon, but
getting that.
at least
I
I
just
it's a
didn't
step-
know.
it's a
That
step in the
title's the
right
one
direction.
that I got. I think.
And that's where my dilemma was like, which one do I get, Qobuzz or Tidal? You know.
Yeah, it's.
I'm starting to go that rabbit hole now.
I think if that's the thing, non-sales approach to this, look at the devices that you have and see what all it integrates with. Like for me, like, okay, I have a Yamaha receiver, right? If I had like a receiver that didn't do Tidal, well, I wouldn't want to do that, right? Because once you look at the devices that you have that integrate seamlessly with it, because like it's one thing to have it like an app and then being able to stream, but if like my Yamaha can do it like direct, I just pull up my Music Cast or whatever they call it, and it basically the receiver connects to the internet, and I'm just, even though it looks like I'm playing it from my phone and casting it, no, it's actually saying, oh, okay, you want to listen to this, and it's connecting to the internet direct over the
I think I have the Marantz AV10. I think they just introduced the Qobuzz Connect, and I don't know if that's a device or if that's just a app. I mean, a download. But they do both Tidal and
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can
Well,
do it
yeah,
through Heels.
Heels. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
excuse me.
And
yeah.
that's-
Because I listen to on Heels is what I listen to.
okay,
'Cause
yeah.
I can pull it out because my family room, I have a Marantz out there as well, an older one, 7704 or 61. But
Mm.
my speakers out in the pool deck area is hooked up to my family room. So from the Heels app, I can play the speakers in here. I can play the speakers in the family room. I can play the speakers out on the pool deck. They just hooked up to zone 1, 2, and 3 out there. Because out in the pool deck, I have 2 undercover areas. So I got 2 speakers on the one area and 2 speakers on the other area, where I just got them hooked up to zone 2 and 3. You know, so I could play all 4, or I could just play 2, or and play the family way.
Zones.
Yeah,
Man,
we didn't even talk about Chuck's house. Man, what a beautiful home
Yeah.
too, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Big yard, big nice
Big lot,
big yard.
big yard, big pool, big mosquitoes, big alligators. I mean, he's got everything,
You're in that Orlando area too, right?
He doesn't
No,
get
he's
the
like
baby
2 hours
alligator.
away.
St. Pete area.
So, he's in St. Pete. Benny, you're in Orlando.
I'm in
right?
Orlando. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Abe, I would highly suggest stopping by Chuck's
Well,
if
Yeah,
you're
we
going to
talked
come
about
down
it
this
before.
way.
When I come down there in 2 weeks, I may call you up.
Both Benny and Chuck's. Yeah, I would highly
So-
suggest.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you weren't able to make it, Benny, to Chuck's? Or
No, yeah.
he came.
So Benny actually joined me there. So
okay.
Benny actually. So I tried to get
I
Eric.
wanted to segue to hear Benny's experience of it.
Yeah, so we were working on that.
Well, man, you're slow, man. I'm
It's a
already on
slow
my
walk, man.
I'm already on my 3rd beer, man. Like I've already had this one, and this is just
You
a
need a
basic.
little bit of shock.
It's
man.
a berry shot. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, so Benny already made the comment that he thought that his bass was dialed in nice. Just
Superman
had a big
sounded
sound,
great to him. No.
big sound stage. So what were some of your other thoughts, Benny?
Yeah, I love the room. I love the layout. Yeah, I liked everything in there. Yeah, it sounded really tight. Yep.
Yeah, and look, there were 0 vibrations. I know some of the people
I didn't
may
hear
even have
rattling.
it. Yeah,
Yep.
some of the people may have questions of what the decor that he had in there. I didn't hear any rattling at all. Which was great. So, but like I said, you want to come home and you want to try out stuff, right? So, just want to play something real quick. Well, I lost it. What happened there? I guess my app closed. But let me do this.
Yeah, I got to get down to Benny's. I'm supposed to be going to my.
What the hell?
So I had to come home and try out my the demo. Needless to say, we had a speaker go down.
Oh, no way.
So I was playing, what was it called? Open Range.
Yep.
Right?
Oh yeah, I showed him that demo too.
Man, I tell you what, that those gunshots were just firing around the whole entire theater of over at Chuck's house, right? So I was like, all right, I got to see if my shit's going to do this, right? So 2 weeks back, maybe 3 weeks back.
Spoiler alert. Apparently it didn't.
2 weeks back, 3 weeks back, I
Wait, before you go, Open Range, like the Kevin Costner movie?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some gunshot scenes in there
last
that are,
scene.
man.
Okay.
But anyway, 2 weeks back, I had Gene, who's been on the show earlier when we first started. I had him try to help me with the mini DSP and the mini DSP and REW to try to get, because I for some reason, long story short, I can't get a test tone to go through to the Lindorf. But when we did that, we adjusted all my speakers to large, and I never changed them back.
Oh,
Crap.
So after I
got 4,000 watts per speaker.
yeah,
I'm large on,
I got 650 watts going to the center channel on this open range that, and I pump. I first of all, I wanted to see if the amp could handle it because the amp was going into protection mode.
Handle it, but the speaker couldn't.
Right. So the amp kept cutting. When I got up around -5, the amp would go into protection mode. So I have the Emotiva DR3, and it's 650 watts in the 4 ohms. So I was like, all right, I want to test this thing out because Chuck was literally making my ears bleed in that place. Right. So I was like, I want to see what my shit can do. Right. Well, I played it, and next thing I know, I hear this, and I'm like, what the hell is that, right? And I'm like, oh, it's my center channel. So I'm like, how can my center channel sound like this? So I go into the app and I'm looking, and the Lindorf app is pretty cool. If you actually pay attention to it, it'll tell you right on the front of the app what your speakers are crossed over at for each individual speaker.
Ooh.
And the speaker was like 40 hertz. Some of my Atmos speakers were at 40 hertz, and some of them were at 80 hertz. And I'm like, yeah, I got to make a phone call to Martin Logan to purchase a couple bass drivers. So the actual tweeter and mid range is perfectly fine, but luckily, when I had 2 Martin Logan 60 XTIs, I have a center channel. That's a horizontal center channel. I actually could take the drivers out of that center channel if I wanted to, because they're all the same driver, and put it into the Martin Logan 60 XTIs. But what happened was when I was going to use, before I decided to go all in, like hidden speakers in the front, I was going to purchase one more tower, because I purchased 2 towers from Michael when he did the review on the 60 XTIs. I purchased 2 towers from him, so I was just going to purchase one more tower for wide, so I would have 5 towers going across the front. And so I had an extra one in the closet. So within 10 minutes, I was up and running again. So that's the good part about having
Extra one in the club.
an extra one in the closet, right? So, but yeah, note to self: check the crossovers before you decide to, crank the thing up to -5, negative, But I will say that I ran up an extension cord to that amp, and it performed perfectly fine. I ran it from a 20 amp circuit that I had in the house, because I only have one 20 amp circuit in the closet. So I ran it to another 20 amp circuit to give it enough juice. So the amp itself was performing.
You save money. Double check, like if you have a surge or where you have multiple outlets. A lot of the times, just the outlets themselves cannot be making a good enough contact, because it's 20 amp circuit is a lot, and people.
Yeah, but I got 4 amps hooked up to it.
Yeah,
the 120 amp.
Dude. I'm just saying, just saying, math is math.
No, I know.
And a lot of people they don't understand. They look at the rating of an amp, watts, and they see that the back is like, hey, this only says 4 amps or whatever. But you got to remember, you got a lot of stored capacitance energy in amps. That's what, and toroidal transformers to make the power really smooth, to recharge them and stuff like that. Just double check that, because unless but you are absolutely right. You start, you start pushing, whenever you get into Abe's territory where you got friggin' panels like LED walls that are pulling constant, 6-7 amps. It's like, oof, yeah, you need like 12 of those 20 amp circuits, So, but a lot of times,
sure,
you can double check, but you can never have enough power, as far as and we're talking house power, 120 volt, whatever, 15, or I even forget what the
15 amp is the normal, and
15 amps the normal, yeah, and then or
20 amps for like your appliances,
Yeah, we're going 4 to 6 20 amp circuits. Equipment rack. But
at the same time, back in the day, I had a 30 amp circuit run into an old school Altic Lansing, because that thing, I don't know what it was, old class AB, like really, really high powered amp. It was like every time I turned it on, it would just, if I didn't have it on a dedicated circuit, like not even 20 amp, didn't even do it. I was like, damn. I was like, what the hell? That thing's gonna burn my house down.
Some of these IT racks that we do, we'll have a 30 amp dedicated circuit to the APC unit that's running all the IT stuff in the house. It's a dedicated 30 amp just at APC.
Yeah. So that was a dead soldier that happened in my house.
I mean,
not that that's funny. I apologize for that.
Did you bury it back in? Did you bury your speaker out in the backyard?
So, but so I'm just going to reach out to Martin Logan and try to get two new drivers for it.
You should be able to. I mean, especially driver wise.
So
like, hey, I screwed up. Just if not, man, it's like, well, then let my guy Paul pick it up and do it. I would love to do like a factory tour.
That would be cool. That'd be really cool, because they're right there in Kansas City.
Theater. When you listen
to
theater, you want to come home.
I tell you what, Chuck's Theater had everything that you wanted to handle. And matter of fact, Benny told me the story. He's like, well, shit, I don't think I'm playing my loud enough. so,
Yeah.
so what did you do once you got home, Benny, after listening to Chuck's theater?
I cranked mine up. I dialed my subs up a couple of dB too. Yeah.
Yeah, so Chuck set the standard, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Him and Michael. I stopped at Michael's house before Chuck's house.
Oh yeah. So talk to us about that. What was your experience with that?
Yeah.
His is dialed in really good too. But his bass, he has to be at least 10 more dB hotter than Chuck's theater. He has a lot of bass in his.
And I think he's just running the 2 RS2s, right?
Yeah,
just
the 2 RS2s,
just running the 2 RS2s.
Yeah.
But his in his room, are they the same size rooms?
No, his is probably a little bit smaller.
I think Youth Man's is like 17 feet long and maybe like
14 wide.
14 or 14 or 15 wide.
His is 19 feet long, but he took 4 foot for the screen wall. So it's 15 feet by.
Yeah, that's right. You've been over there too.
Wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his finished dimensions is like 13 by 15.
So despite even my theater, like if you want to have the most impact when it comes to bass, like the smaller the room, the cheaper you're gonna be.
Yeah.
For us,
for
us poor folk, it's like, it's like, the more cubic feet.
You can build an amazingly powerful room in a small powerful theater, small room, and also you save money, because you can.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you get to the point where it's like, you want a little breathing room. You don't want to be in like a bubble. You could be like at Cedia, they had the little bubble chair, right? You're like,
right.
Like, and you're like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, you could have all the bass you wanted in that because it was almost like wearing headphones, but you weren't, right?
You were in the headphone.
But at the same time, it's like, it's cool, but yeah.
Definitely had a great time at Chuck's house, and definitely calls me to cause some damage for sure. And
he was like, mine needs to do at least that. Full volume. Oh, okay. Do that.
That's always the rough part about visiting other people. It's always something there that you don't have at yours. It's like,
And for me, it's usually aesthetics. Right, like the audio, it's like but man, when I go to other people's places and see like what they do, like with their aesthetics and stuff like that, it's like, oh man, damn. All right,
the RBH, those RBH handled everything that you could throw at them that those Buckeyes wanted to throw at them for sure. So they definitely were performing. So Benny went home and cranked up his theater. So we'll go ahead and
I think when you were there, we were playing like -18. I was pretty liberal,
Yeah, you were a little conservative with the volume over there.
Yeah. I probably should have bumped them up a little bit for you.
No, but I mean, still
there's plenty of headroom with the speakers I have.
Still sounded phenomenal. So this is the entranceway to Benny's theater, and obviously, we got Kaleidoscape. What are we looking at on screen size, Benny?
150. I got the same screen. That's a scope screen, a 240.
So you also had masking too, right? Masking that comes in from the sides for the true 16:9.
Constant height with a side masking.
Right. Yeah. And I have a Lumigen, so it keeps the constant height. So you just passed that. That was the front wides. Those are the 6 inches. Sendo,
right there.
6, wedged. Then my rest of my mid layer are the 10s inside the columns. So that first column, that second column, there's a 10 in there, a 10-inch Sendo.
Yeah, I think you take off one of the covers for me on the other side.
Okay.
Once we get over to there.
And I have 4 of the HSU 15-inch. Then I also have behind the screen wall, I have 2 21 GSG audio subwoofers.
Man,
So there's
your back
six
row
subs in there
seats
all
just
together.
look comfy, man.
Yeah, they're definitely comfy. I sat on them. I told them, I said, if I sit here too long, I'm gonna fall asleep. I drove for 3 hours. I was
Yeah. So in the front, above the screen, I got 1 inch, 1 inch diffusers going all the way across. I kind of did that to black it out, but also it helps with some acoustic properties.
Yeah. So previously, when we had you on the show, you didn't have these up there yet, right?
No, right, correct. I had no sealant treatment.
That's nice. I like this.
Yeah, that's good.
I used 2 inch. I got 2 inch pretty much. All the gray you see going all around the room is 2 inch panels.
I know I tried to get at one point. I tried to get a good view of the lights here, the sconce lights that you chose to use, and it just didn't turn out very good. So I apologize for that. That's why I said, Benny, I'm not a videographer. I need some help with the camera for sure. So Benny's profession is he's a professional photographer, right, Benny?
Yes, sir.
So we'll go into some of his build pictures too. By the way, Abe, if you got a theater that you need somebody to shoot,
Oh yeah,
Benny's definitely your man for sure.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'd be great.
Wait till you see some of these pictures. They're amazing. So
Yeah,
here's the 10-inch that he was talking about, the 10-inch Ascendos.
Yep. The grills are just pretty much just velcroed on there.
Oh, so that's
Are those-
those are the straps you have at the top and the
Are
bottom.
those
Right.
concentric or coaxial?
Coaxial. Yeah. The
Yeah.
10s are coaxial. I think that the 6s are soft dome.
They're ported as well, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I want to hear those Ascendos.
They sound fantastic too. They really did. They
So
sound
how
really good.
how did you design the cover for the speakers?
How did I design it? I just what did I use? I used a piece of MDF board and I cut a hole in the middle. And I kind of routed the edges, then just covered it with fabric.
So
Oh, they don't come with grills?
No, the Sendos come with grills, but I wanted to cover. I wanted to make it look more seamless, so you can't tell the speakers in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you made it.
So here I asked him, can I show like how he built this?
Yeah,
Built the
so
lighting, the uplighting and stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's
it-
pretty cool.
So yeah, like he talk about how you put that together, Benny. These side panels here.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of like an L. There's kind of like like an L coming off the wall. It comes up and then comes down, and the panels just slide in between the two that are kind of opposite sides, I guess. I know it sounds confusing, but
So between the columns, this bottom piece right here, it's just a snug fit, right?
right, it's snugged, right. Some of them had Velcro because it wasn't as tight of a fit as the others. But yeah, and there's a 1/4-inch gap in between all those panels across the whole room,
And
so I
then,
can run wire behind my fabric panels.
we took
What
off.
stubs are those?
The GSG 21-inch,
Oh wow! How many you have of those? 2 of
I
them?
got 2.
Wow.
And then the whole back is also as you can see the insulation over here. The whole
Yeah.
back's filled with insulation, also, right?
So like
Yeah,
a
my
baffle-
screen wall
baffle
it comes
wall.
out 18 inches, and I pretty much filled it with insulation.
So it's like 18-inch deep, like baffle wall right there.
Pretty much, yeah.
So we'll let the video play, and then we'll get into some. I got some pictures that there's only a little bit more of the video, but we got his whole build on how he put everything together. But yeah, no, I mean, so at Benny's place, you know, I was gracious.
But right there, you can kind of see my whole screen wall is pretty much just like hollow panels, fabric panels. That is kind of just Velcroed and put them in place.
So that panel right there, yeah.
That
Yeah,
goes
so
on
it's
the
just
bottom.
hollowed out, just framed and stapled fabric over top of it, and then Velcroed on there, right?
Yeah, correct.
Cool,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, Benny did a fantastic job with this theater. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I mean, it looks like it could be in a magazine, for home theaters for sure. You did an absolute fantastic
Yeah.
job with this.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I tell you, it's the one fun thing I love about being on a show and watching the show is seeing what kind of DIY like Benny and some are doing. You guys are doing some amazing work. I mean, really, it's really good. I mean, I've been doing this professionally, but it's interesting to see how good, just individuals out there are making their theaters, and like you guys are doing a great job. I mean, that is great, and compared to what I used to see, 10 and 20 years ago, uh,
Yeah.
it's you could definitely see the knowledge of the industry has gotten. People have learned and are doing a good job. And
Yep.
getting a lot more performance out of their system. So it's great to
Yeah.
see. I think great job.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
look
Yeah.
at look at these pictures, man. But look at these pictures. I mean, these are just this is artwork in itself. It's just
I did reach out to Home Theater Guru Steven over there, and he gave me the layout, told me where to put all the speakers and all that.
so you had him design your
Pretty much, yeah.
your room.
The layout, yep.
So the whole just so you guys know, the whole entire speaker system is Ascendo, right?
Yep.
So that's
Except the subs. Yeah.
except for the subs, right? So and how big is the couch that's sitting in the back? So you can kind of see he built like the platform. How big is the first platform?
First one is 12.5 inches.
And then the second platform?
I think that was like 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches. I can't really remember. I built the platform, put the couch there, and I realized the couch is too low. You can see the bottom of the chairs in front of you. So I had to build a platform for my couch to make the couch go up higher, so I wouldn't have to rebuild the whole riser.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I did mine the opposite. I put the couch in the front and put the because the theater chairs have those big backs, right? So
Yep.
I actually put the theater chairs down because I wanted to do the same way that you had it.
Yeah.
I wanted to put the couch in the back for non-critical listening because my main listening position is in the same spot that your theater chairs are.
Yep.
And I wanted to for non-critical listening, I wanted to lay down in the back, watch the rom-com with the wife, and stuff like that. And it would have fit.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was just once I built the riser at 13 inches, it wasn't high enough to go over top of the back of the chairs. Now, if I were to get like the Barcelonas, the Valencia Barcelonas, with the headrest that rises up, it may work. So Valencia, if you wanna send me some Barcelonas, I'll be happy to put them in the theater.
Yeah, there you go.
What size is the room?
17.5 by 21 or 23. I think it's 23.
Okay.
Yeah, 20. Yep, it's 21 now after I took the wall out or something like that.
Oh, so we're similar size. You're a little longer than I am. I'm about 17.2 wide, but I'm like 19.6, 19.7 deep. Once I lost like 7 inches from the front of the screen.
Yeah. But I got 8 feet ceilings. I got short ceilings. You got the nice tall ceilings.
Yeah, I got 10 in the middle and 9 foot at the soffit.
Oh, this was a cool feature too that I thought was pretty awesome. Talk to us about this, Benny.
Yeah, it's like a little tablet. I got Home Assistant that controls everything. So you just hit the Apple TV logo on there and to turn on the projector and turn all the lights on, and yeah, it just turns everything on. Then I walk in the room and grab the remote.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just outside of the theater.
Yeah, that's one of my next purchases. Is next I'm putting in the Watt box and stuff like that, and then I'm going to control system.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Benny, what theater, what projector are you using?
NZ 800.
So that's the
JVC.
JVC.
So, yeah.
Okay, so that's the newest model, the 800, but it's one below the 900, right? The one below
Correct.
their flagship right now.
Right.
Man, that had a perfect picture too, by the way. I mean, you could just see the detail. What Strata? What Kaleidoscape do you have?
I got the 8 terabyte Stratos C.
So you got the Strato C. So yeah, you can see the detail in this menu. There was a couple pictures back. This is what I'm missing because I mean I have it in the Strato S, but I mean this is another flaw I feel for Kaleidoscape where they drop the ball. The menu the picture art is not in 4K on the Strato V, M, or E. It's just in 1080p. So you can definitely see the difference here. I can see the difference between, because right now I'm using the Strato V.
Yeah, and what they probably should have done instead of limiting that is just instead of showing like 5 rows, like it's like for us poor folks, right? Instead of doing like a big wall, like do like maybe 2 rows or 1 row across,
Well, even the Strato V, it's only 3 rows. So
yeah, and it's like, why not just do 4K? There's a lot of, I think, more marketing or sales were deciding what to do, because the hardware nowadays, you can almost get a Raspberry Pi to do 4K images. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Anyways, so what was the display for your Home Assistant on the door?
Yeah, it's not PoE. It's actually just a tablet, and it just connects to Wi-Fi, and we just got it locked onto a page. So it just locks onto the Home Assistant page.
Like just a basic Android tablet.
Right, like an Android tablet.
It looked very square, though.
It is. I can't remember what it's actually used for. And I can't remember the model number of it. I'll have to look it up.
Because that looks really like door. Because the tablets are usually a little bit more 16:9, and that looks.
It's not a tablet.
NS panel on it. I don't know if that.
I think it's an NSL panel or something. I think that's the name of it. NSL panel.
That's cool. I do like that. That's a cool. I might add that to my little.
It might be if you don't want to get into the Home Assistant, the Ava remote now actually you can use their software on the remote. It's kind of duplicated onto a tablet now.
So
sometimes it's more about the looks, like, right?
Yeah.
You have that tablet hanging on the outside. Sure, I could do that with, whatever, some, your assistant voice person, right? I could say, hey, Dawn, turn on the lights, and bloop, and it happens. But nothing beats like that tactile, physical and visual view of, oh wow, you've got a like an interface or a dedicated little device or entryway on the outside of your room that just is like, hey, look, this is professional. I've got, Apple TV, Kscape, all your devices, and you're walking in. It's like, hey, turn on. It's like, hey, I want to watch Apple TV. Boop, and you hit that button, and it turns on all your devices. There's just something about that visual cue that is just says more than just like, well, yeah. Because let's face it, everything we do could just happen on a phone, right? Yeah. We don't need remotes. We could literally just pull up our phone, and if someone wrote the correct app, we would just have to open the app and scroll to whatever. But walking in and seeing that little tablet, it's like, oh yeah, boop, you just hit it, and it adds.
All I know is when I'm done when I'm finished with my theater, I'm gonna have Benny come down and take pictures for it.
Yeah.
These pictures are amazing, man.
Yeah, that is really good. So, what camera do you use? And
I got a Nikon Z9.
Oh, you did the Nikon. Yep. Oh man, we would be mortal enemies. I've always if you're in the camera, it's one of those things. It and people that do photography, it's just a joke because we're never too serious. I mean, people are, that aren't actually, making money doing their thing.
Well, I
It's
like
just,
that.
it's more about, yeah, that looks amazing. It's more about the hey, I spent, $3,000 on this lens and and I've bought a better camera. It's all about the glass in photography, right? It's like I don't want to buy more glass. I've already bought my genre of glass. So
Yeah, Anthony, I don't really use the Ava that much. I kind of drawn to the unfolded circle. The reason I use the unfolded circle more is because on the same home screen, I can control my lights versus swiping to another screen to control my lights. That's why I prefer that one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you joined us. I did. I like that one, but the only problem is that's like so you have no idea when you're gonna get that remote, right?
Yeah.
If you order it, yeah, man, yeah.
And
That
as
would
you can
probably
see,
be the-
Benny has a beautiful house also.
There you go.
So,
Very nice.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
is
theater's
amazing.
right off the kitchen.
and then he had this right out the that door there is his garage, but he put this rack under his steps, what I thought was really cool. Got the equipment outside of the theater. Not that with the volumes we were playing in Chuck's theater, not that we ever heard anything,
That is
but
true.
it because I never heard not one thing in Chuck's theater other than my ears ringing when I left. But but no, it was a good thing though.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no. So it was
Nice
this
rack.
Benny's rack here underneath the steps. I guess there was a door here, right, Benny? And you widened it up a little bit.
Used to be a closet. Yep, under the stairs.
Yeah, I would love something like that. And one of these days, I'll it's a lot of rewiring to move a rack, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is and you could pull he showed me that you could pull the rack completely out. He's got his separate 20 amp circuits back there.
I got 220 amps. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, Benny, your theater, even though you didn't crank it up for me and try to kill my ears before I went over to Chuck's house, definitely sounded great, man. I mean, same thing. Nice big sound stage. What were some of the demos that we played? I know you put together a script for Kaleidoscape, right?
Yeah.
And I like that you actually showed some of the out of the normal demos too, that other people don't really use. So what were some of the demos that you use in your script?
Oh man, what did we use? What was it? The 30 something? 30, the war movie?
Yeah.
Dark 30? Is that the name of it?
You mean the one that I asked you to play?
Yeah, I had one in there too, though. I had a script in there too.
Yeah, I can't remember what the script was. We're gonna have to update it because it was some stuff that I've not seen before.
Yeah.
So
I played Baby Driver.
Baby Driver. Yep, Baby Driver was your first one.
Yep.
Where he's just walking down the street. That was really good. You didn't even play the race scene. You just played where the music was playing, where he's walking down the street.
That's cool.
And the theater just came alive, right? So it was really, really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool scene. I like that scene.
Yeah.
Oh man, what else did I have?
Are you able to see what's on your script?
Oh yeah.
So what's this? This I guess this is your Home Assistant setup page for. What is that on the like an iPad or whatever?
Yeah. If you go on iPad or go online, that's what it looks like.
Man, that looks complicated. That looks too complicated for me.
Yeah, I had someone do it for me.
That's
Set it
awesome.
up.
Man, no, but I mean, look, I really am thankful for you inviting me, or me imposing myself into your theater, because I was like, hey, I'm coming up. Can
Yeah,
I
I
come
was,
by?
I was gonna say, I don't know, man. That's more of a. I know Don. He's like, hey, I'm coming over. Are you inviting me?
No, I love
No,
to go over.
he invited me before, prior
Yeah.
to me. You know, he said, hey, come on by whenever you're up here.
That's what this is all about, right? It's just having good time, good fun, and showing others the enjoyment that you're having, with your experience, right? Whether it's starting out or you're spending several $1,000,000, right? It's if you're having fun now, if you spend like $1,000,000, you don't care. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't want to see. If you're just like, yeah, I want to have a $2 million theater to impress, this one person. Yeah, we're not interested in that. But you spend $1 million and you are enjoying it, and you're doing your whole experience. That's what we love to see that, and
Oh.
everybody does in this.
Yeah, I think that's what's fun about it is seeing the people like Benny and Chuck that have fun. That's it. Home theater should be enjoyable. You should enjoy it, no matter what the budget is, no matter where you're at, what skill you have. Are you happy with it? Are you enjoying it? Was the journey there? Because part of the theaters for me is the journey. It's getting to the.
It is. Well,
that because we can have fun and listen to movies all that, but actually, for me, that's what keeps me going. It's the journey of building these rooms. I've heard thousands of them at this point, and they're all really good. There's variations. We're talking about small details, nuances between one and the other. They're all really good. These theaters. But it was the journey of each single one of them that I think is the most enjoyable part. And I think it's probably the same for anybody who gets into this endeavor. Did you enjoy the journey?
Yeah.
And have fun along the way. And it doesn't really matter what you put into it.
Yep. If you're doing an install for a billionaire, right? And they're like, hey, I want this theater, right? And you design it, build it, implement it, and then when they walk into the room, they're just like a tear comes to their eye because
I've seen it. It's amazing.
And that's where you get your like, yeah, I did it right. Yes.
Yeah, that's what drives me. I mean,
you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, right? Yeah. Versus like some corporations like, hey, I just want I want the Geico bike. Build me a Geico bike. We don't care. Just, we're going to show it off. It's like, and nobody cares about that. It's like that the person that asked for that just was like, they have no interest in riding a bike, motorcycle. Yeah. They're just like, hey, we need a budget. We need to get our name out there. Hey, build a Geico bike. Here's $150,000. Build our bike. Boop, done. It's like, they don't care,
Yeah. For sure.
So, the scripts I had was Baby Driver.
Mm-hmm.
Then we listened to Dune.
Yeah, Dune.
A Battle at the Dawn. Star is Born.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Battle of the Dawn. That's the one I didn't know about.
Yeah. 13 Hours.
Yeah, you played a different scene in 13 Hours than the mortar scene that I'm used to. Yeah, that was actually really good too. I need to go to that scene.
Yeah, that's the Secret Soldiers of something the second wave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Train. I played Bullet Train because it kind of shows off the colors of the projector.
Yeah, no, that was good because it's not something I've seen.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
Blade Runner 2049. That's Retiring the Protein Farmer. Then Quiet Place. Then Interstellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was great to see a mixture of different stuff, and I mean, not only does the theater look excellent, I mean, you guys see it's a work of art. It's very good, but sounded fantastic too. So
the odd thing, Eric came to my house the day before you guys.
Yeah.
And I haven't done this a lot as far as demos. I don't have anything planned, But with me and Eric, I started, but we got into a movie. We actually ended up watching a movie instead of me showing him, you know, and a lot of demos. We saw 2 or 3, but before I knew it, we watched Ambulance.
Oh,
We watched that whole movie. You know,
Mhm.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I have that. I actually have downloaded and deleted it off of Kaleidoscape a couple different times because I want to watch it. It's supposedly be one of the premier Atmos tracks of I think it was of last year, right, of 2024. So
not a lot of people know about that movie,
Mhm.
which I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think Shane Lee had it in his top 10 for the year.
It came
For-
out like in 2022.
Might be 2023.
2022, I think.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
Summer of 22, I think.
I had to plug in my phone. It was dying on me.
Yeah, you're correct. Ambulance 2022, but by the time it came to the home theaters, it was probably 2023. So let me see. Let me type in Blu-ray release date. Oh no, June 2022. So you are correct.
June 2022.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good movie.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. So Ike, actually, he popped up here in the private chat. I don't know if this is the same screen that you have, Benny, but this is a kind of like a similar panel that.
Yep, that's exactly it. Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
Cool, man.
pretty inexpensive for that thing too. I mean,
Yeah.
you would think that would be a
Yeah,
little
pretty
bit,
cool.
little bit more. So for
Don't you all
$89
go
bucks.
buy it, man. Don't go buy it all up, all of you.
I will say my guy did have a hard time getting that to work properly, so there might be a little trial and error on your end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uses
So
Zigbee, so-
it's a touch screen, obviously, but yeah, there's who knows what all that. It's just a display, right? Like that
Right.
is nothing but a display. Okay, yeah,
But all Home Assistant is, all you need to do is just direct it to a page, and the Home Assistant will just stay in that. As long as you stay in that page, you just touch screen it like almost like the app on your phone.
yeah. So you got to have like some sort of interface, or either Raspberry Pi or a computer or Arduino that's like connecting that display and knows, oh hey, you touched this section of pixel.
Well, that thing right there, all it does is just goes to a URL. You just need to tell it to go to a URL and not close.
Oh, okay.
So
Welcome in, Raf. So Raf says
good,
that
Raf,
it's going to be Tron Ares is going to be a sweet demo. So we're getting some mixed reviews already, Raf. So some people say
spoil it
it's
for me.
good, some people say it's not so good. So, but maybe they were just talking about the movie itself. But yeah, so Raf says
But it
it's going
still
to
should
be a
have some
sweet
good demo. Probably going to have some good demo stuff in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So want to thank both you guys again for graciously allowing me into your home. It was definitely fun. Can't wait to have you guys down here. Chuck has already been down once, but once I get it all done,
He
dialed
hasn't
in.
even opened his theater, and he's blown speakers and everything.
Hey, that's what's playing around with. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm like, man, come on, man.
Those Lindorfs got to find a way in, man.
You got a problem when you've blown more speakers than you've had guests.
Actually, I've had Chuck and a couple other people over.
Okay, so you're still positive.
I'm still positive. So,
all right, I take it back then.
but so Abe, I'm gonna let you drive, sir. You said you got some pictures of some theaters that you just finished
got
up.
just a couple. Yeah, I went down when JBL was doing the calibration on the audio system there, and this job we were working on out in Arkansas. And then following week, I didn't stay long enough, but the guys from Barco were coming out there to calibrate the projector. So unfortunately, couldn't see the projector in all its glory, but did get to hear it, and it sounded, oh my God, it's incredible. Let me go to share my screen here. Let's see, how do I do this? Share screen.
So Are we allowed to ballpark? Is your client okay with us talking about the cost of the theater, or
I haven't asked him yet, so
okay?
I'll kind
So
of
we
ballpark.
won't. Yeah.
You can Google.
Uh,
Yeah. That's
okay.
sometimes that's a that's a
Okay. Can
very
you see my screen?
Let me put it up here. Yep. Give me. Well, Ike's doing it. There we go.
ooh.
So this is
All right.
So this is the theater. It's a 15-seat theater. It's a JBL Synthesis Barco system. This is a 13.10.8 system. There are 4
Wow.
SSW1s in the front, and then 4 SSW1s in the back. I'll show you a picture of those in a second. But yeah, this thing was pretty incredible.
So the design on the is that just printed design?
Yeah, so this is printed artwork printed on acoustically transparent fabric that's on a strut fabric system over the treatments behind it. So we have a mix of absorptive and reflective, a diffusive material behind all this fabric. So the acoustician we work with does a layout of where all the modular acoustic treatments are, which I think I have a little bit of a sneak peek of here.
Man, that is a nice.
You see that?
Oh Jesus!
That's the speakers behind the front. This is an old install photo before we put in the installation. This shows you the 4 SSW1s, and I think let me go back. That'll. So there's like diffusive material absorptive here behind those artwork panels.
Okay.
See there. So let me go back to so that's all behind here. And then in the back, we have our Freya Plus projectors in a whole nother room behind it that's shooting through this port glass. And this is this is a stretch fabric track. And you would know there's 2 gigantic subwoofers right here. There's 2 of the SSW1s here, and there's one more here and then one more here. Obviously, this was still during construction when we were finishing it up.
Nice. I like the way that it's designed with that is an extra, like that is set up to where, hey, someone can be fully reclined and someone can still get up and then walk in front of your footrest.
Yeah, you can see we have the
That's
microphone.
rare. Usually people will try to squeeze in as many rows, like they'll squeeze in an extra row. But that
we have acoustic panels up here on the ceiling around the lights that have this artwork.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
What size screen is that?
210-inch screen.
Wow.
What's the size of the room?
30 by 22 by 13.
No, because that screen looks so small, but it's
Well,
200.
we could have done a bigger screen, but we were trying to. But the sight lines, we wanted to be,
Oh, it is not small.
Yeah.
That is not a small screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's the port glass behind the thing. I had to clean my fingerprints off of it, but
What projector was that?
that's a Barco Freya Plus projector.
Mm.
So each one of the pilasters you saw, we designed them so that the doors hinge open, and then the speakers are in the pilasters, and like
Nice.
even this one's at a slight angle. This is like the third rear side speaker that's in that room. Like every one of those pilasters has a speaker in it.
Oh,
So is this running a Trinoff 32?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you kind of see the lens of the Freya Plus in there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. That lens cost more than my whole theater.
Yeah, from what we understood, the projector in this room was $225,000.
Jeez.
The projector. That's me. This was an old photo during the install that kind of shows the baffle wall before we insulated it. We actually have access behind this baffle wall, and this actually is an escape door. That's if you had to, you could escape through this door and then out the back if you wanted to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we had to
They
plan.
got the fire escape door. I remember the theaters where they had emergency exit like right at the front.
Yeah, so this is so this again. At least not professional. This was like just during the install. Obviously, I got wires over because we weren't completely cleaned up yet. But so I'll have it probably professionally shot when it's all done. Can show some better photos of it.
Nice.
Yeah. So but man, this was set up for base waveform, and it sounded incredible, man. Those 8 SSW1 JBL subs are just. That was incredible. It's just really clean, detailed, just best sounding theater I've heard. I've done yet to date. So very happy with that. Anyway,
I like the piping on that seat, on the seats too, to give it a little bit of the character too.
Yeah. The client like that, and they're all. These are elite theater seats. These have a motorized headrest. The headrest is independently motorized from the recline mechanism. So these headrests can like move forward. And offer you more head support.
I really like the 5th, like the 5 across each, because it's like, yeah, you can always have the money seat.
Yep, you got
this
the
right here. This is definitely the money row right here.
Yeah, I
These
was gonna
two seats
say
right here.
that's where I would want to sit right there.
Oh man, this is primo right here, and everything for this room was designed for these seats right here. Like everything was tuned to that chair right there.
So Abe, for me, like. You see how tight you got your steps, right, to the chairs.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Right. So and obviously I know that's safety reason and stuff like that, but for me, I actually built mine a little further away just in case, I ever have to replace those seats or whatever, right? So you're kind of stuck with that exact dimension, right? If you
modify your platform and change it out.
Yeah,
the only problem is you don't want to create a trip hazard. Because if you have this too short, and then that's a big drop if somebody's foot falls off there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we didn't want to create a trip hazard. And then we have LED rope lights, which is not on now under each one of these steps. So highlight for the steps.
Yeah, obviously, when you're doing this and you're building this and you don't want anybody to trip and fall and sue you for the,
Yeah.
So I understand why you did it.
Wood's cheaper than leather.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Put that into.
We can go ahead and move those seats out, chop this off, pull this carpet back, do what we need to do, rewrap it,
or extend it.
Glue
it together because glue is stronger than nails.
Which is the number one reason why we always want to have these platforms built out of wood, so we can do that. Sometimes we'll have builders and want to build these platforms out of concrete and everything. And we're like, no way.
Well, now in that case, then I'm on board with Don. Like, you're doing concrete. You're gonna want to leave some leeway there.
Yeah, I think this was some of the build. I'll just flip through some of these. These are. This was during construction. Let me see where's the in. Oh man. Okay.
Don't show us your Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Accidentally. Yeah, no kidding.
So this is like when we're putting up. So we've got modular treatments. This is so everything is surface mounted. So because this entire ceiling was floating, was isolated from the things that's on a floatless suspension system. So everything is surface mounted, including all the lights, except for obviously the speakers. And these are all our acoustic treatments, our diffusers. And this is them putting up the fiber optic. So it's a stretch fiber optic ceiling. That goes up. So
you just used regular tracking for that?
Yeah, so regular, 2-inch track.
Oh man, now friggin' Don's gonna get a friggin' star.
No, that's exactly how I planned on doing it. So that's great.
Yeah. So this is all what we do. I think this plays kind of.
I was gonna say you might want to mute it. That's a bunch of Pauls hanging around.
this blank and blankety blank.
Yeah, like what the
see if I got another one.
I'm not saying that we need to,
let's see. I'm trying to
block that out, but they might not want to be seen.
So it's kind of interesting how it goes up. So it goes up in each section. So all the acoustic treatments go up. And then, so this is each one of these sections is like 5 foot. So we have, I think, 4
So that's
or 5
the track daddy track that you sent to me?
Well, it's a similar track. I don't know if it's track day, but it's similar track.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they're going to tuck this edge along here, and then they're going to just work it around to the front, and then start tightening it up. Let's see. I
That's
wonder
the
if I got
hard part. All right. Not too
Yeah.
tight, not too loose.
Yeah, let's see if this kind of shows it. That's us all staring at how this thing's going to go up, and I don't have one yet, but okay, let's see. Well, I guess I
So
don't.
is the light engines so for each panel did you have to
Each panel.
install a light
Yeah,
engine?
there's a
right?
light engine for each panel, and on top of that, there's a 15-foot shooting star, and that goes across 3 panels. I'll show that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like you can't see it here, but there's the shooting. So this is 4
Oh, it looks
sections.
seamless too. Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
gonna
it's
say. That looks
seamless.
seamless. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I have a better shot.
That's
of this,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about doing this
Yeah.
kind of like the same exact thing. I wanted just to
Yeah.
have just a little bit of lip left for my soffit,
Yeah,
and then do that.
the shooting star goes through 3 of those panels. So it's like a 5-foot section and another 5-foot section and another 5 section. And so we had to sync them together so it looks like one continuous shooting star.
So as far as like uplighting or downlighting from the ceiling, right? That it looks like it's just shining directly through the fabric, right?
Yeah. So these are So what we do
So
is
you didn't cut any holes or anything there.
we did. Yeah. There's a small. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You remember in the video here? I'll go back one. You see these lights here? So,
Yeah.
So we box out around the light, and then the fabric goes just right in front of that box. So then we cut out the fabric and tuck it into that hole, and then we put the trim. And the trim rests again. It basically clamps the fabric to that box.
Okay.
Yeah. So just wherever there's a light, there's a box.
Man, there's a lot of work going on there. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else I got? Yeah, I think this is going to be showing. Yeah, that's not it.
That's your CAD drawing.
Yeah, it's the front wall. Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, it's amazing. This is all custom rigging that we had this local metal guy that the client knew. And this stuff is super heavy duty. It doesn't move. It's incredible. But in this spacing here was very particular spacing that Trinoff had their engineers look at, and they were like, they needed that spacing exactly that dimension
So for the waveforming.
for the waveform, and so it matched up. So
Wow.
so we had the people from JBL look at this room, the people from Trinoff look at this room. So they were very instrumental in helping us design it. And just a shout out to the company who helped install all this, which is Hometronics out there in Denver and in Arkansas. And they were instrumental in doing all the installation of this gear, providing installing all. But so we designed, engineered it, and they put it all in. So luckily, I didn't have to lift all these big speakers in, so that was nice.
God. Yeah.
I'm so glad I did not have to lift a single speaker, so I was happy about that.
So
That's
I
it.
guess. How does that work, Abe? Do you guys sub them out to do that, or?
Man, I saw Gene Simmons that back there.
Yeah, I had a.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, is he a fan of Kiss?
No,
or?
no, that was
okay. That was a
something
different
else.
photo.
That
We
was a different-
scrolled to the after pictures.
Yeah. Did I stop sharing? Okay.
Yeah. You stop sharing. So how does that work? So you're the designer, right? Do you just?
So we
you sub that out to them, or how does that
in
work?
this case this was a collaboration. The client, they hired us to do all the design engineering and everything, and then this particular client had a really good relationship with a local AV company that had done a lot of work for him, but had never quite done a theater to this scale before. So I said, no problem, we will work with them and specify all the components we would suggest and recommend for this size theater, and then we help them just kind of. So we help them. So it was kind of good and bad. They got the sale of the gear, but we did the theater, and we got we got all the engineering, so we were happy to be a part of the project.
Interior, you got all the panels and all
The
that
seating,
stuff.
the whole 9 yards, everything but basically the AV. But the AV we spec'd and then worked with the AV, the integrator, who did a phenomenal job. They did a phenomenal. They were easy to work with. They didn't really fight us on anything. They definitely were excited about being able to put a projector of that caliber and a speaker system of that caliber in. It definitely today for me, it was one of the biggest ones I had done.
Yeah. So Rob, we talked about that before. I asked him, were we able to disclose, with his client, what he spent, and he didn't clarify that. So
It's up there.
at this point, we're not going to disclose that because just for personal reasons and stuff like that. But yeah, no. So I would imagine that it, like you said, it's just a projector alone, $250 grand.
Idea, right?
So,
Yep.
Yeah, and we got. I mean, just put those two things in. I mean, the projector was 225. I mean, if you imagine a JBL 13.8 by 10, that was probably 450
it
grand
looked-
a year.
It
So
looks amazing. I'm gonna have to go there just to have a drink. And
yeah, that one definitely. And I've talked to the homeowner because right now there's a lot of stuff going on with marketing with JBL and Barco on it, but eventually I would love for you guys to be one that we go and do a video shoot.
that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
I promised Mr. Long first. So Mr. Long
We bring Benny too because Benny's the professional photographer.
We should do a home theater first live broadcast from there. We should all
For
just
sure.
go down there one. That would be fun. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. And hey, I want to say, Chuck, man, it must be pretty interesting. You're still awake.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, man.
So
I-
Rob, it's a Trenoff altitude 32.
Yeah, so that's and I've got some. I'll have to go through them. I've got some pictures of the rack, and then my business partner took a whole bunch more. And I can see if I can find them. But yeah, it's there's just the equipment room. The equipment room is on the side. We have 4 dedicated equipment racks just for this theater.
Wow.
It's pretty incredible how much stuff is in that room. Yeah.
So going back to Tron Aries says, "Hey guys, it's meh for the story, but the visuals and audio punch." So
okay. Well, hey, sometimes
It's a good trade-off.
depends on the movie. So
I've
All
watched,
right.
I've watched a few boring movies just because I wanted the Atmos, right? You wanted to hear the sounds.
yeah, there is that. There's
well,
sometimes
we didn't get a bunch of live tours today, but we did get some pictures and some videos of tours. And even though these guys are sitting in there, tell me what you think. Do you think the video version was better, or do you think having someone walk around with the with their phone or their camera? Let us know in the
Have
comments. Let us know in the comments what you think, right? So that way we if maybe we get somebody to shoot some video prior to
yeah, maybe we had to send Don to each theater and do his
Yeah.
videography.
I'm gonna need to be sponsored for that because I can't afford flights.
But we're working on that. We're working on that.
Yeah,
for long.
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, look, we thank everyone for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. We are climbing up to that 100th show. I don't think we have anything special planned for that yet. We might want to start
Just
planning
might.
for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
right.
We may want to start planning for that. I will say that maybe we just open up the link and let all of our commenters and people watching the show join us and come on and just join us for that show. But we'll definitely toss some ideas around between us, and we want to thank you guys for staying this long and supporting us this long for sure.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Almost
That's
to
just
100
like-minded-
episodes.
Yeah, like-minded people just hanging out. I love it.
Yep, for sure. And 104 episodes will be 2 years, right? So
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's too much math
Yeah.
for me.
52 weeks. Yeah, 104.
Too
Yeah.
much math.
yeah, for sure. So I mean, we're climbing to that 2 year mark too. So definitely want to do something for the 100th show, but maybe even something a little bit bigger for the 2-year anniversary. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Yeah, guys.
Peace
Yeah,
out.
guys.
Drink responsibly.